Hello YouTube and Diablo Immortal. I'm back with Survivors Bane, going to be showcasing the Necromancer summons and how powerful these summons quite are. First of all, we're going to start out with the command skeletons. The skeletons, we have skeleton champions on the right hand side, exploded for 5 seconds, dealing lightning damage to nearby enemies. This is good for clearing the trash monsters, but you'll find out earlier on that you don't need to worry about clearing the trash. It's just going to die. But on the left-hand side, turning your command skeletons into archers, just like in a game, the skeleton archers do so much more damage. They don't have to move to get the target. They appear and they start shooting. When you get the bosses, you're going to have all your skeletons just single target smoking that boss. The command skeleton archers, in my opinion, much better choice. Now, if you also want to do like AFK and Survivor's Bane, then the Necromancer skills are the way to go. I can just stand here, let everything come at me, and everything dies. I go and collect these globes, which I've been doing here a little bit, get my skills up fast for you guys. We're going to work on the Skeletal Mage next. Just trying to get up all these skill orbs as fast as I can. Now there's some gear down here. We'll go get the gear. I am taking a little bit of damage. I've already chosen an ability to heal me when I go on the falling swords. That way I can continue to talk, continue to showcase these abilities, and not worry about dying so much. So I will go on these swords and heal when I need a little bit of life. Now we can kind of stand still again. So we're going to have a golem. The golem's going to taunt for us. The skeleton archers now are going to be doing single target damage. As you can see, quite good damage. And I also have the mages. Mages are going to do great damage here now. They're going to do great, even better damage as we get a little bit higher level here. Skeletal Mage. Skeletal Mage release shockwaves to deal lightning damage to nearby enemies. This area effect is very small. It's not going to hit many things unless they're right up on the Skeletal Mage, but stuff probably not going to get that close because they're going to die beforehand. However, Bone Spirit's released every second. This is a constant damage. This is like your empowered mage, just like in game, the best choice. Click on this and we're going to see our mages just start letting those skulls fly. There you go. You see the mages already letting those skulls fly. Crazy good damage there. We're going to have to wait a little bit for some more targets to appear. Hopefully we'll get some more blues soon, some yellows. Oh, disintegration. Let's just mow these guys down. Get some skills going so we can showcase the golem next. Look at that. Lucky YouTube viewers. We get a legendary item. Wonderful. Very nice. You don't always get a legendary, but when you do, it's fun to have. I have most of the essences right now on the Crusader, so I am trying to still get an offhand essence for some speed. Everyone helps. Everyone's another chance at getting the lucky one. Oh, conduit over here. Let's go ahead and get that so we can walk through and just everything die around us. So with the mages blasting the way they're blasting, you can see that's just constant damage just going out to everything all around. The archers, as soon as they spawn, as soon as something gets in range, arrows are flying. They don't have to worry about walking towards anything, running towards anything. And we have so many summons going on right now. So many archers, so many mages, and a few of the golems. Let's get another bone golem going. Later on, when we get towards the bosses, the golems are nice because they will taunt the target. So you can stand back at ranged and do your damage, do your sweet damage back there. Kind of like this guy here, he's not going to come near us. He's not even going to walk towards me. He's going to stay back there and just die. Choosing some of the gear that gives me increased damage when there's nothing in melee range. The circle around me should be blue, but sometimes it bugs out. There we go. There. So you can see now that it's blue, I should be doing 30% more damage. So the golem takes 30% of damage dealt to the player and will stun nearby enemies for 3 seconds upon death. Don't really care about the stuns. Again, it's not going to affect bosses, and the trash is just dying so easily. I usually go with the fire golem. Reason I do that is extra fire damage, especially for the bosses. All that extra damage is going to help everything die quicker. So let's see what happens here on a couple of these. Once it targets the golem, it doesn't target me anymore. It stands there, it fights the golem, and it dies. Chose the one that damages greater the further away from enemy they are. So all my stuff is range attacks. I like to stay further back. And then we got to work on the bone spear finally. Bone spear is a great single target damage, much like the magic missile is for the mage. The bone spear is one of the powerhouses for the necromancers in this game. Now here's the boss. Here's what I say: we already have a golem on him. He will target the golem. He will stand there. He will jump at the golem until the golem's dead. And the golem does not have infinite hit points, so they do die. Pull them in range of all the golems, and they should run up there. Do their taunting if it lived long enough, but with all that damage going out there, it's not going to live that long. Now, we have Bone Spear on the right. Width and range increased by 30%, damage increased by 100%. This is an amazing skill for single target damage. It blasts through the trash monsters, and it destroys the bosses, but it drains your health. If you don't have something constantly healing yourself, such as the Demon Hunter turrets or some other ability that's going to keep on healing you, this is dangerous to use. On the right hand side, Spear does lightning damage and increases 15% for each enemy it passes through. So as you're fighting the trash monsters, this is going to increase its damage and it's going to blast through them. We once again, as always, are not worried about the trash. We're going to go with the right hand side because I do have an ability to heal myself. The lightning damage, I do believe, causes, if you have certain gear, you can have extra crit chance. We're going to go with this one. You're going to see how it drains my life. And I don't want to take the cooldown one just yet. The faster you throw those bone spears, the faster your life drains. We'll take the critical hit chance upgrade. Alright, now we're going to showcase, we're going to see some of these. As you spawn, so does your minions. Golems are going to go out, and like I said, AFK farming, sure, just stand here. Now you watch my life. Nothing is hitting me. My life is going down because I'm throwing out those bone spears. And you can see those bone spears went to the left, went down to towards the bottom right to the right. So you see the trail of bone spears. They pierce through, they penetrate, they do a ton of damage. Whatever they hit is going to die. Now, you're wondering, what if I use a healing globe? Then what I'm going to use for healing, that's where I have these falling swords. Look how nice that heals me. Boom, boom, boom. They weren't doing anything else anyways. So I use the falling swords to heal myself when I get in trouble. They spawn rapidly enough where I don't have to worry about anything. I will also choose the healing self with the spinning shield when I get there, just because I don't really pay attention to the shield so much. If I catch it, great. It's a little extra healing. Needed some heals, so run onto my electric sword. These things just melt. Some movement speed. Let's go get this equipment over here. And we'll choose the healing one. Like again, if I catch it, I heal. That's not a big deal. Everything's dying, so I'm not worried about any kind of area effect damage. Now, I will start get the cooldown one because the faster I can throw that bone spear out, the faster I can summon my minions, the more damage all this is going to take. So, if we see the cooldown, we'll get that. We like the damage increase. Now, at this stage in the game, the bosses are going to start appearing, and my golems are going to tank them. I don't have to worry about anything. Stand back over here and mow the boss down. It dies so fast with all these summons. If you get the gear that does more damage per summons you have, that is a great one as well. Especially with the Necromancer build, you have so many summons on the field, it increases your damage a ton. Looks like I need a little life, so let me hit up these swords. Boom, boom, boom. And we summon more swords. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Max life. Easy as that. Again, make sure you have a way to heal before you choose the max of that bone spear. Choose your other abilities first. The one right before max still does good damage as a bone spear, so you don't have to worry so much about it. But when you're ready to do that max, ready to get that 100% at double damage on it, then again, make sure you're able to heal yourself. Don't get caught without a healing. You might think 2% is not that big a deal, but once your cooldowns are sped up, that 2% will eat through your health. And if you run into anything that does damage to you, accidentally hit something, you could die and you could lose all your progress. And if you have fun doing this, great. You might have to start over, but I prefer to finish it by killing a butcher and getting all the experience, getting all the loot. That to me is the most fun. I don't want to die, so if I can help it, then I don't. Now I'm really needing to work on my cooldowns because I can tell by running around here that boom, 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 heal myself, that my summons are not going as fast as I want them to be. I want them to appear when I move to a new area of the map. Like we got a boss, I want them on it. Right now, I'm out of range to get damage. They're taunting my minions. My minions are taking all the damage for me. Just dead. It's just dead. With the Necromancer build, you're going to probably kill the fastest of every build out there. If you are Necromancer, then you will start with Bone Spear. So, great skill to start with. Go ahead and get the summons. If you have more skills that you don't have filled up, there is an arcane summons, the little flame dragon, that counts as summons as well. The turrets counts as summons, and the turrets will heal you. So if you need a healing ability, get the turrets. If you need a healing ability, get the falling swords. They're easier to catch than these shields. They stay there. I can go walk over the swords. It's never a problem to get that healing. The shields, however, to catch more than one of them, you need to have some good movement speed and some good aim on those. I'm not the greatest at catching all three. I've been able to catch a couple of them. If you're running forward, sometimes it's easier to catch them. I do like to get movement speed up there when I get a chance. I had a lot of fun with the Demon Hunter build. The strafe was 50% movement speed, and once you've also built up your other movement speed, it was really fast. I was running around the board, getting all the conduits, getting all the disintegration rays, blasting through the targets. It was definitely fun. And when you get it strafe up for your impale, stuff dies really quickly. Now see right here, I'm probably taking a little bit of damage. My golems aren't up yet. Again, if my cooldowns are maxed, which I think they're not quite maxed yet. I could be mistaken, I might have maxed them out. Alright, we're going to increase damage again when no enemies is around me, that little blue circle, that lets me know that I'm doing the maximum damage. Sometimes it bugs out and you gotta get close to something again to kind of reactivate the blue. But with as many minions as I have, if I don't want to run very fast, if I want to stay in one spot and let everything come to me, then I can stay in the blue the whole time. I can move slowly and everything dies before I get to it, before it gets to me. Super easy build. Much like in game, Necromancer, very powerful build. Right now I'm trying to get a couple of monsters to spawn. I'm hoping to hurry up and get the Butcher out here. I want you guys to see how fast the Butcher dies. At this point in time, you've seen everything I want to showcase for the Necromancer. If you want to go ahead, oh, did you see that those little red fireballs? I believe sometimes they hit you if you're AFK too long. I'm not 100% sure about that. But what I was saying is, if you want to speed towards the end, the last couple minutes is where I will be fighting the Butcher. So go ahead and jump there. Watch how fast the Butcher dies, and hope you enjoy the rest of this video. If you do want to sit back and just watch me slay a few monsters, that's fine as well. Most likely I won't be showcasing too many of these until I get to see if YouTube, if you guys as a community enjoy watching all the different skills, and if you do, then I will showcase more. Each time I put one of these up, if I have already showcased an ability and I need to showcase a different level of that ability, I will definitely do that and point it out as well, like I did with the Demon Hunter skills. And as you can see, this stuff just dies so great, so fast. I do believe this is going to be the last level here, so if you can bear with me for another 3 to 4 minutes, we should be getting a Butcher in this level. And right now, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on around me. I know everything's dying. All I'm doing is watching, and if my health goes down a little bit, I'm just running over one of my swords. And that's really all I'm doing right now. Having a bunch of fun doing this. And as you can see, the mages are going crazy, killing everything. The archers are killing everything. We got a boss. I got a couple golems on it, so I don't have to do anything but stand here. I know there's some trash being killed, and once all the trash is gone, I can tell because it's just 100% focused on the boss, and the health just melts away. So much fun with that. Get me a couple little health swords here. Oh, let's see. Damage increase. Alright. At this point, if you watched this as far, things die so fast that stuff just starts spawning ahead of time. So now we have a gear monster up here. We have a boss right there. We have a gear monster down here. We have some blue stuff over here. I'm trying to finalize my gear, get the last little bit of it. The Butcher has already appeared. Like I said, stuff just starts spawning because everything's dying so quickly. Let me go ahead and try to kill up. Butcher and boss are up here together. So once I get my golems up here going, they will target my golems, and all I got to do is stand back at range, mow down this boss, and you see the Butcher's running past me. He's going to attack one of my golems. Golems up you down. Now we're just going to focus on the Butcher and get that equipment. And look at that. Can almost stand here and tank him. Oh, Golem's back up. I don't have to worry about it. And he's dead. Quick and easy. Necromancer is one of the most powerful ones in Survivors Bane. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next ones.